Hi everyone and welcome to part 3 on the series of phrasal verbs. In part 1 we learnt about what are phrasal verbs and where does one use them. Part 2 was all about the types of phrasal verbs, and in part 3 I'm going to be talking about 25 phrasal verbs which you can use in your daily life, which will make you sound more professional and will help you to understand what people are saying. So let's begin. In case you're new to phrasal verbs, to understand that you need to take this video very slowly, go over it once or twice and learn at least 5 or 6 phrasal verbs a day. You should learn not only the meaning but also the differences when the main verb is the same, and try to use it in sentences and use it in your life. Once you're confident of using 5-6 phrasal verbs, come back to this video and then learn 5 more. So I'll be going alphabetically just for ease, but you are free to choose any 5 and use it daily. Remember, you can only learn a language when you use it. You can get a PDF of the phrasal verbs that I will be saying today in this video. I'll be given in the description below, along with my book 75 phrasal verbs which will make you sound professional. So I've chosen these phrasal verbs because these are used in professional day-to-day lives. The first phrasal verb for today is catch on. Catch on means to understand. If somebody is saying something and you are not able to catch on, that means you are not able to understand what is being said. So that's what catch on means. And you can use it in sentences like, they were saying something but I didn't catch on until some time had gone, or I did not catch on till I understood what was being said, or I didn't catch on fast enough, or I didn't catch on to what was being said. So that's how you use the word catch on. The next 3 phrasal verbs I've taken are with the verb cheer. So there is cheer up, which means be less miserable. Why don't you cheer up? That means be happy. Cheer on basically means to encourage. So let's say there's a large gathering which was there to cheer her on. And to cheer for is a kind of encouragement, but it is different because you cheer for somebody whom you want to win, whom you want should win. So that's what cheer on and cheer for is. Cheer up basically means let's become more happy. Why don't you cheer up? Or let's go and cheer him up. So that's how you use these 4 words. Start with C. Moving on now to D, where we have this word drop out. A dropout is a person who has dropped out of formal education or had dropped out of something for which formally some names have to be given. So in schools it would be somebody who has failed, so he has dropped out of school. And in an office situation you can say from the picnic list there were a lot of dropouts. That means there was a list and from there you have dropped out. You also have drop off, which means you will drive somebody to their destination. So you're going in a particular direction and you would like to take that person along and ensure that person reaches there. So are you going home? I'm going your side. Should I drop you off? Or I'll drop off something. Or I'm going that side. Should I drop off the package? So it's a place or a thing which you are going to take to a destination. So that's what drop off means. Next we have fall behind, which means you are, like, it's used a lot in schools, and it means that you are not at the level of your classmates. You've fallen behind. So you can fall behind on certain levels. You can also fall behind on time. So in office you can say, I seem to have fallen behind. I am not up to time. So that's what fall behind means. Go over means to review or to see once more. Can we go over the notes once again? Or I would like you to go over your answers to see if something can be improved. So that's what you mean when you go over something. Hand in and hand out. So hand in means to submit something. Like there's an assignment and I would like all of you to hand in your assignments on Tuesday. Whereas a handout is a noun, it means some kind of notes on which all the material is there. So all of you will get all the review material in the handouts, or I have written out everything in a handout. So handout is something that you give to people, generally physically, and they get all the details there. So that's what a handout is. It's a noun, it's something that you give. Now the next phrase, look up, has two meanings. Of course, it has the literal meaning, which means you look up, but beyond that, as a phrasal verb, so as one, it has finding something, like search for something, like in a dictionary or on Google. So could you look up the meaning of this word? And the second way look up is used is as a role model, like when you idolize somebody. I look up to you, I look up to what the work that you do. So that's how look up is used as a phrasal verb. Miss out and mix up. When you miss out something, you accidentally omit something. So there is this list and I seem to have missed out your name. So that's where you use missed out. Mix up is a confusion. So I seem to have mixed up your drinks, or I seem to have mixed up your names. So that's a mix up, a confusion. Now opt for and opt in. When you opt for something, basically there is a list and you choose one over the other. In the 11th standard, children have to opt for either science, commerce or humanities. Opt-in is something which we see in computers today. You have to choose to do something. So it's not a choice of between few things. You're not opting between things, you're opting to do something. So you opt in for one course. So that's the difference between opt-in and opt-for. Here's another phrasal verb which can be used in two ways, that is put off. So one meaning is to postpone, that means to delay something. Can we put off the meeting until tomorrow, or can we put off the meeting till the rains stop? And put off also means that something displeases you. I'm really put off by the way that person dresses. Like you don't like, and you would not like to mix with that person, or the way you read really puts me off. So that is another way of using the phrasal verb put off. Read over. So to read over something means to start right from the beginning and go up to the end. So if your student is reading something and you want that person to start again, you can say, could you read that over? Read that over means start again from the beginning. Rely on or rely upon. That means you depend upon somebody. So I really rely on Sheila to do all the work, or I rely upon Sheila to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Run through. Run through means to quickly go over something and review it as a final check. Can we quickly run through the figures and facts? I want to know that I have learned everything. So that's what you mean when you run through something. Set about. Set about means to start something. Because the exams are coming, I set about preparing for my exams. That means I started my exams. Whereas setback basically means an obstruction. So we were going very well, but suddenly there were some setbacks. So it's used as a single verb many a times, but it can also be used as are there any setbacks, or this set us back. So it can be used as a double word, also as a single word. Setback is a obstruction or something you were doing and it had to stop. Sign up, very similar to opt-in, is agreeing to take part in an activity. So I did not know what I had signed up for when I said yes to the party. So that's sign up, not exactly the same as opt-in, but similar along those lines. Study under or work under. When you study under somebody or you work under somebody, that person becomes your mentor and you are learning from that person, and that person teaches you. So you study under a guide or a teacher. Taken. As a phrasal verb, taken means being able to absorb. You said things so fast I was not able to take anything in, or I can't take it in. So taken means to be able to absorb. And finally we have tie up, which means to blend right in. Whatever you're saying ties up exactly with what we were thinking. So these are just 25 phrasal words. There are many, many more. Please do take the free PDF, which will be in the description of this video. You can also take the 75 phrasal verbs which will make you sound professional free ebook. Again, the link will be given in the description below. But the main thing is, do learn how to use these in your daily life. Practice, use one or two, learn up a few more, and see that you can use it daily. Do let me know in your comments what you thought about this series. Like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video.